Well, Baltimore sports fans are already getting ready for baseball season, and today the O's announced several special nights at the ballpark for this year.
Yeah, never too early to talk about this. From parties at the yard to bobblehead giveaways, tickets go on sale this Wednesday.
Yeah, President of Business Operations, Katie Griggs, joining us now. Tell us more about to expect this season. Katie, good to see you.
Good evening. Great to be here.
Listen, let's just jump right into what everyone in the newsroom is talking about. Tupac bobblehead night coming to the ballpark.
Yeah, how'd you come up with that one?
Tupac bobblehead. No, look, I think one of the things that we are really focused on is making sure that the ballpark is somewhere that everyone wants to be. And we know that there were a lot of fans who are coming to the ballpark and they come for different reasons. And Tupac's an important member of our community. He came here, he went to school here, and it's an opportunity for us to have a little bit of fun and bring some entertainment to some games in addition to all of the incredible baseball that will be played.
We love it.
Yeah, and talking about those giveaways, it can be frustrating when, you rush to the game and you get in and you hope to get something and then everything's out. But there's a new thing you have this year with those guaranteed giveaways. Tell us more about that.
We recognize, we've been hearing this for years. It is a frustration. We understand that. And so for our reserved members, our reserved Birdland members, we're going to have a gate. It's just for them. They're going to have the opportunity to come, and whether they come in super early to hang out or whether they're coming in right as the game's starting, we're going to make sure that there are giveaways set aside for them. But those aren't going to be the only giveaways. So there'll be giveaways at all of our gates, but there are limited quantities. And so do get there. It's going to be a lot of fun at the yard. And I think one of the things that we're really excited about is there have been a lot of changes. So when Birdland fans get back to the ballpark in March, there will be a lot of things to keep them busy.
We have video running right now, and every picture pretty much has a kid in it and families. And you do a lot to make sure that families have a place there, not just seats-wise, but just affordability-wise, I think.
No, and look, this is the fun part about baseball is we have 81 regular season home games, hopefully a bunch more postseason games, but because we have so many games, we have the opportunity for fans to be getting in at really affordable price points. So every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of the season, with the exception of opening day, we'll have $19 tickets, not up in the nosebleeds, but right down there on that lower level. You still have your value menu. It's coming back for another season this year. And as with always, our fans can come in, and if you're bringing your own sealed beverages or food items, because that's what works for you and your family, we just want you to come together and celebrate great Orioles baseball.
Yeah, and you're talking about the family Sunday. You also have the party at the yard. That's Fridays. What can people expect then? Should I keep my kids at home?
Yeah, Katie,
for those?
we like a party.
That's a great question. No, I think one of the fun things about the ballpark is it is something for everyone. And what we noticed last year is there is just a different energy on Friday nights at the ballpark. And it's not about getting crazy. It's not about getting super rowdy, but there is a different audience that's often coming on Friday nights who may or may not be coming on Sundays or may not be coming on the weekdays. It's something that works for them. It works for their schedule. And so we want to lean into that and make sure that we have an energy and excitement there that reflects that Friday night time slot.
All right, Katie Griggs, good to see you. Spring training is not far away at all.
Can't believe it.
Coming soon.
Thanks again. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Have a good night.